Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We are in the Windy City, Chicago, United Center to be exact, home of the Bulls. And, of course, Bobby Portis. They will definitely miss his contributions.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And, you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back three, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the Bulls head coach. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send him double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Cunningham. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Okoro with it. Now defended by Sarr. And that's a foul called on Josh Green. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Okoro. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fox, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now the Timberwolves with it. Cunningham on the wing. Driving the lane. Puts it up from 17. Sarr's shot is off.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Cunningham outside to the inside. And Sarr throws it down.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Fox. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Holmgren. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And stolen by Hunter. Okoro with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Barrett, no good.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Now, here's Barrett, following the miss by Kate Cunningham. And it's Fox with the jam.
Explosive move by Fox, and if you're the defense, you've got to come to expect that.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. There's the screen. Driving in. Out to Miller. There's the triple. And Holmgren pulls it down. Chicago leading. Back to Okoro. Bulls moving the ball around. Fox, no good. Cunningham looking it over. From deep three-point land. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Now the Bulls with it. Now here's Fox. Pass to Hunter. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And a wide open look for Cunningham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Down low. And it's Hunter with the jam.
While he's a bit undersized for a four, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Miller outside to the wing on the left. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Fox with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Here's Holmgren. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. No good on the quick three. Timberwolves trail. Cunningham inside. Johnson a wide open look and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Okoro shot is off. Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 2. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
Timberwolves ball.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Song. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That makes him 4 out of 5. He's getting to his spots and just going to work right now.
Here's Bitadze. Back to Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jalen Johnson.
It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Personal foul.
Draws tons of attention with the ball in his hands. Fox, he'll get you some bonus shots.
So both teams making some changes here. Fox hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Cunningham right side. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 6. Nice defense from Wagner.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
They now take the lead. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
White inside. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Green slams it in.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Now here's White. Still yet to score. They set the screen. And Fox has it in the corner. Clock at 4 to stop the run. Can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from United States. Center.
15.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Pass to Holmgren. Misses the layup. Timberwolves leading by 5. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Now, here's Cunningham following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter. Miller outside. Here's Wagner. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Hunter. And here is Holmgren. Nothing on the board. Holmgren the screen. Takes a three. Green with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Stolen by Okoro. Holmgren in the post. Outside, White. From deep. Good on the three-point shot.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now, here's Cunningham.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Onside, Barrett. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And here's Green outside. The offensive rebound. Out to Miller. Another shot. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here's White. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Shepard. Back to Cunningham. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for York.
Cunningham on the wing.
Number 5.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Wagner. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bulls trailed by 8. Outside, White. Pass to Bitadze. Outside, Barrett. Outside, Fox. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. The shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
A pass to Fox. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Now Cunningham. Out to Miller for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Miller's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
The wide open look here for Fox. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Cunningham to the left wing. Shepard with the ball. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Here's White. Pass to Barrett. The tray. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 11. Over to the wing.
Come get it, come get it.
Outside Anthony. And he drives in. Five to shoot. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. Exum with a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Onside Barrett. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's Shepard missing. Pass to White. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Anthony. Hasn't made one yet. Sinks the three-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
White looking around. Barrett wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Timberwolves substitution.
1:25 left now here in the second. They get it back. Pass to Song. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Bulls. It's a 13-point game. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Out to White. 6 to shoot. From the baseline. Back to Okoro. For 3, Barrett. Buries it from 3-point range. Barrett's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bulls.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Pass to Shepard. Over to the left wing. The 3. A shot off that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Okoro. No good on the triple. Now here's Anthony. No scoring in this one. Pass to Shepard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Timberwolves leading by 13. And here's Cunningham. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Bulls call timeout here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And the Bulls making a change here.
Chicago ball.
Johnson right side. Clock at 6. Miller inside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Miller's got 7 points in the game.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
And that's a foul called on Josh Green.
First team
That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now Holmgren. He has yet to score.
Oh, the long strides of Holmgren on display. This is why you can't give him the lane.
Here's Cunningham, and the basket is good. He has 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Hunter. Holmgren. And he banks in the layup. Holmgren's got 4 this quarter.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
It's Cunningham with the drive. To the paint. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. That's now 8 points for Cade Cunningham. Fox with it. He's got 6. Pass to Barrett. Back to Fox. Holmgren with it. And he makes good on the layup.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Timberwolves leading by 13. And here is Green. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Checking into the game for your ball.
On the wing, Green.
Number 12.
He's got 5.
B.J. Boston.
Pass to Johnson. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Now, Okoro. Here's Fox. Hunter on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Another miss by Holmgren.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the wide open shot from Green. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Fox from outside. Johnson with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Miller with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Holmgren. Over Sarr. And stolen by Miller. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Hunter on the wing. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Hunter's got 6.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And it's Miller in the corner. 5 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Clock violation. Great D.
Bulls ball.
Bulls trail by 20. Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to White. To the left side wing. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Boston. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
He's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Sarr. Back to Cunningham.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
Here's Boston. No good on the three. Timberwolves leading by 20. Miller outside. The rebound by Batadze. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Driving to the basket. And White with the stuff.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
And, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
1:46 left in the third. Now Shepard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wagner wide open. Connects on the 17-footer. Wagner's got his second bucket of the night.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Holmgren can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Chicago foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Now, here's Harrington. For three, Barrett. Toppin pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Poked away. And stolen by White. Here's Harrington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And both free throws good for Harrington. Here's Anthony. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's stolen by Harrington. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Right side, White.
Hey, yo, right here.
Outside for Harrington. 4 on the shot clock. Outside, Barrett. Takes it inside. Tries again. And so it's Minnesota controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been out.
The Timberwolves, 55.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Bulls trail by 20. Now, here's Harrington. Pass to White. Outside, Barrett. Drills the three-pointer.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Cunningham outside. Sarr with it. And it's Miller in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
For three.
And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
White tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
The assist.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Here's Bitadze, guarded by Green. White, wide open, he fires. Good on the triple.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Bulls foul.
So for the Bulls.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Cunningham's shot is off. Bulls trail by 19. Pass to Hunter. Back to Fox. Here's Boston. Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing right side. Takes the three. Great D that time from Green. Minnesota leading by 19 points. Now Miller from about 19 feet. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the middle. Locked loose. And stolen by Sarr. It's tipped and stolen by Hunter. Inside and stolen by Sarr. Cunningham outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul.
DeAndre Hunter.
That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And Sarr throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Pass to Holmgren. A three-pointer is right on target.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
Now, here's Johnson. Cunningham outside. Shoots from the line. Hunter grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 18. Pass to Holmgren. The quick look, no good that time. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Minnesota. And here's Miller. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The three-pointer, no good. And Chicago has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Holmgren wide open. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Holmgren. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Fox, no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Kicks it out to Wagner. And the three off target.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Holmgren in the corner. There's a screen. Outside, Fox. Back to Holmgren. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
Pass to Anthony. Minnesota making a switch.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Toppin. Anthony taking his time here. 6 to shoot. Back to Toppin. Trying to get something going. Missed inside. Bulls trailed by 14. To the inside. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here is Fox. The Bulls call timeout.
To the Bulls.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
For the incredible.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Does not find the basket. He's shooting 50% from the floor on 14 tries. Anthony right side. Pass to Wagner. Now Toppin. Covered by Hunter. And finished off by Wagner.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now Holmgren. Robinson down low. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. The floater. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Timberwolves.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Cade Cunningham.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Oh, good with the triple. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This build.